Sheng. B. Sheng had been the discoverer of the first recognized movable type technology. His system was built of Chinese porcelain. Throughout the dominate of the Qingli, he built the movable type. His technique was he chose sticky clay and cut in them characters which was as thinly as the boundary of a surface of coins. Every character shaped as if of one kind. B. Sheng, for making them, hard baked them into fire. Antecedentally, he had made iron plate and enclosed plate through a mix of pine rosin, paper ashes and wax. Whenever he wished for printing, picked up the iron frame and set it on the plate of the iron. While the frame was full, it altogether made one solid block of the type. After that, he placed it near fire for warming it. While characters were not utilized, he arranged them with the paper labels and kept them in the case of wood. Bruno Abacanovix. Bruno Abacanovix was a mathematician, a great inventor, and later an electrical engineer. He was very well known for the integrator that was invented in 1880. In his other patents of works, the electrical bell is known after he had worked on it and invented the most newly designed. He is also known as a mathematician because of his several works that are published on statistic and scientific works as well, that include the description of his intergraph. Later on, after he had settled in France, the government of France hired him as an electrical expert and a main engineer behind the other cities of France. After working long enough to the retirement, he went to a small island in the early 90s of the 18th century for nearly 4 years. However, his working era was not yet completed. He still noticed point in the Amiga culture and guided many of his students who were artists and scientists. Bartolomeo Cristofori di Francesco. Bartolomeo Cristofori di Francesco was known as the inventor of the very famous musical instrument known as piano. He was born in Padua in the Republic of Venice. He was the Italian maker. Bartolomeo was appointed as the musical technician for Prince Ferdinando de' Medici. He was the great innovator in the area of musical instruments. Bartolomeo appointed 2 assistants so that they might help him when he was in workshop. During the 17th century, he invented two other keyboard instruments besides the piano, but they had been kept by the Prince Ferdinando. That time, many documents said that Bartolomeo was not the actual inventor of the piano, but the reality was different. Although the designs were already published in many documents, yet they were different. After all the controversies, Bartolomeo completed the design and started work on the design. After some time, he succeeded. Now, only 3 pianos of Bartolomeo live on today. C.V. Raman. The eminent Indian scientist C.V. Raman was born 7th November 1888, who received Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930 for his work Scattering of Light, also known as Raman effect. Once, when he was measuring the angle of prism with the help of spectrometer, he observed some diffraction bands. This observation fired his imagination. He investigated this phenomena and first published its result in the Philosophical Magazine in 1906. He further gave the note on the new experimental method for measuring the surface tension. It was indeed a spectacular achievement for a person of his age and maturity. His work on the study of crystal structure is of utmost importance. He was also awarded Lenin Prize in December 1957. Raman Research Institute was also established by him. He died on 21st November 1970.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.